some love for NIKI Martinez and Laura Z.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Welcome. Thank you all so much for coming. So word up. This is happening today. So thank you very much for joining us. So it's a fun community engagement word-based game, and we will be collaborating between impactful local artists of our community. And my name is NIKI Martinez, and my pronouns are she, her, we.
And my name is Laura Z. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm very excited to have you all here before because even though Word Up is now 2 years old, believe it or not, that's right, 2 years old. This is the first time that we've ever done it with a co-hosting format, and I get NIKI here with me.
Yes!
That's right.
Well, you're welcome, world. We have arrived together. Yes, we shall slay this today. So, I'm joining Laura. It's an honor and a privilege, of course, and we're going to be facilitating a conversation all about restoration. So, I specifically chose this topic because it is definitely near and dear to my heart. It's important for me to recognize it. I am a formerly incarcerated individual who went in at the age of 17 and served 25 years in all of the California prison systems. So I realized it became important and I wanted to make amends. And so that's what restoration looks like for me, and that's why I found so much value in this topic. Thank you.
So if this is your first time at Word Up, what you've walked up to is kind of like a workshop, kind of like a performance, kind of like just a kickback where we're having a community conversation about something that's important to a featured artist of the day. So NIKI's here as our co-host and a featured artist.
What?
That's right. On the theme of restoration.
Yes.
And so each time we have an amazing artist come, we think about that theme. And then we go to the Old Globe Tech Center. This is a giant warehouse in southeastern San Diego full of all the costume pieces and props and set pieces. And then the featured artist gets to wander the aisles looking for things that speak to them and to the theme that they want to have a conversation about to customize the set that you see here today. So NIKI, can you tell us a little bit, what was that experience like? What did you choose and why?
So coming from having absolutely nothing, right, just a cell, it was completely overwhelming. But one thing I did find is if there was a pot full of diamonds, that's what I would have picked, because what we have to go through is so hard. And what do they say? That refining diamonds makes beauty, right? Yes. So what I ended up choosing for the set is, as you can see, so the chains represent, of course, incarceration, being bonded, being in our own mind, sometimes even mentally, we have a tendency of just limiting our own senses of freedom. I also chose the clock because time is such an amazing concept. And for somebody that was gone for 25 years and to come out to technology, to a world that has completely transitioned into a totally different environment was really overwhelming for me. So I chose those pieces as a direct reflection into making time matter, making every minute count, no matter where it is. And so it's an honor and it's a privilege to be here today.
Thank you, NIKI.
Thank you.
And a huge shout out to our props department who
Yes.
created all these butterflies, set everything up, got to wander the aisles with us.
So let me share about the butterflies real quick.
Butterflies.
Yes, so there's butterflies all over. There's going to be other activities today to allow you all an amazing opportunity with the butterflies, but the butterflies represent freedom. They're so soft, they're so gentle. They start out as a caterpillar. They go through the metamorphosis, promise.
Nailed it.
And thank you. And they turn into a beautiful butterfly, right? Which inside completely represents freedom. It's a really big theme on the inside, just so you all know. So it's an amazing thing. So to have the butterflies here with us today is a direct representation of freedom, not just physical, but mental, emotional, spiritual. We're looking for that freedom.
And I'm so excited to talk about restoration today because, especially because we're talking about restoration in highlighting some of your work in the community and youth empowerment, San Diego. So today, as we focus on restoration, yes,
youth empowerment. Woo!
So as we go through today, we're highlighting the work that Nikki Martinez and many other folks do in our community. Youth Empowerment is a grassroots nonprofit organization that invests in healing trauma, reducing recidivism, and creating safer neighborhoods by mentorship and trainings for BIPOC and system-impacted individuals, youth, and families. So if you can't get enough of Nikki today, I suggest you head to the Youth Empowerment fundraising event next weekend. So we've got a table getting set up right over there. You see that Youth Empowerment tent? There we go. So if you want information on how to get those tickets, more of the work that Youth Empowerment does, how you can donate, please make your way over there. We're going to talk about it a whole lot.
Yes, absolutely. And the great thing is so we have an amazing guest speaker. He's an inspirational speaker. He's nationally known. He's rubbed elbows with Oprah Winfrey. He's wrote amazing books. He's a national seller of an amazing book called Cooked, which I read while I was on the inside. We're gonna have fun, we're gonna have dance, we're gonna have food. It's gonna be an amazing inspirational event. You will also have the privilege and honor of an opportunity to meet some of our youth co-trainers that are being built up as leaders in their community that are providing trainings on trauma-informed care.
So definitely check it out. You'll be there.
Thinking about going.
Yeah. I'll be there. I'll be there for sure.
I'll be there.
So thank you so much.
Some of the audience members will be there. Yes,
right?
yes. Hoping that everybody will be there. This is an all-inclusive invitation to you all.
So thank you not only for bringing us this theme of restoration to talk about today, but also for your work in the community.
Thank you.
And for bringing this conversation and this topic to our Word Up family on the Plaza and on the YouTube live stream today. So like we mentioned, you notice the cameras, right? We'll talk about them at some point. But we're going to move through a bunch of questions. If you're familiar with the Mad Lib Kids word game, it's kind of structured like that, where we have a work of art that Nikki has provided us with. The art form is
restoration.
Poetry.
Oh, poetry. The art form. We're working towards restoration. Through poetry.
There we go.
A little comedy on the side.
You on the Plaza and you on the live stream are going to have opportunities to contribute to this poem and change the shape of it.
Yes.
So that by 6 p.m. we've got a whole thing.
A whole thing. We have we have a whole thing for you all today.
There we go. I figured out where we are.
There we go, right there.
First time co-hosting. Give us a little applause for working through it.
I was going to say, or not, but yes, or not. Either or. We're still here. We're present. We're winning. We're thriving. So the amazing thing about what we are doing today as co-hosts and as a first time ever, right?
Yes.
We have so many amazing community artists here with us today. So the first amazing artist that we have,
Nice.
Sorry, Miki.
You're stealing
Sorry, Miki. I stole it. So we have Ruben Radillo. Do y'all see Ruben sitting here? Woo! Look at him. Yes, as you can see, he's got mad skills. He's already letting it flow, letting it thrive. So Ruben Radillo has been making art in different ways his whole entire life. He was a student and now a teaching artist for Project Paint. Ruben's art has been included in future IDs at Alcatraz, the front cover of Iron City magazine, and several art exhibitions and murals around San Diego and the Los Angeles area, including R.J. Donovan Correctional Facility. He successfully turned, yes, thank you, applause that. We love that. We love that. Yes. He has successfully turned his passion for art into a career as a professional tattoo artist, and he's already kicking off his artistic conversation about restoration through his drawing. And he's already signed me up for all of my next tattoos.
There we go.
Little does he know. He doesn't know yet.
So Ruben's our first artist we've got on stage. Of course, y'all got to hear some music from Miki Vale a little earlier. Thank you very much, Miki, for sound designing for us and DJing for us today. And one more time, if people want to listen to your All Local Artists playlist, where can they go?
You can go to Word Up San Diego on Spotify.
Hey, there we go. So make sure to check it out.
San Diego, I love that.
I know.
So the amazing component about this is you all as the community component of it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be leaning on you all as the community members for the contribution to make this evening even that much more impactful. So the pressure is on. Just
Yeah.
kidding. There's no pressure.
There's no pressure.
I'm just kidding. There's no pressure.
If you want to participate, you can.
Yes,
If you
this
don't
is
want to,
nothing
you don't
but
have
just
to.
love. Just love, just love, just love. And it's sweet invitation for you all. But it does make it helpful. It does make it impactful. And we would love and be honored for you all to be a part of this. So thank you.
And before we jump into the game of it all, I'd like to first acknowledge that the Old Globe and I stand upon a land that carries the footsteps of millennia of Kumeyaay people. This land has nourished, healed, protected, and embraced them for many generations in a relationship of balance and harmony. As members of the Old Globe community, we acknowledge this legacy. We seek to promote this balance and harmony, and we find inspiration from this land, the land of the Kumeyaay.
Yes. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Nikki.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
All
give
right.
it up. Thank you. So, thank you everybody for coming out this afternoon. It's definitely really great to have you all here. So normally what we do with Word Up is we say, you know, how you doing today? And it is up to you all how you choose to respond. But we flipped up the question today. Why? Because we want to know how you feel, right? And we want you to associate that feeling with a color. And so with that, we scream it out. That's an invitation, right?
That's right.
That's what we do. It's an invitation to scream out your color on how you're feeling today. So, what color are your emotions today, Laura?
Oh, I think my emotions are like bright electric yellow and really, really dark purple, like in a zigzagging format.
What?
Yeah.
Love that.
That's the color of my feelings. And what color are your feelings today, Nikki?
My color is, yes. Bling, bling, bling.
Yes.
Color. I just made that a color.
My
You're
favorite
welcome,
color.
world. Yes.
Bling, bling, bling.
Bling, bling, bling. That's my color today. Ruben, what's your color today?
My color today is, my color usually is aquamarine. You know, that's my favorite color, but today I'm feeling purplish.
Okay.
I like purple because it's a combination of blue and red. And when I came out here, I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Don't look like it. So therefore, I picked purple today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love it. Thank you
Yes.
for sharing. And now it's time for you folks. Go ahead and shout it out. What color are your emotions today?
Sky blue.
Sky blue, turquoise, red, green, yellow, blue. You are so good at this. There's so many colors.
Love that.
Well done.
Yes.
So that was one way that you can participate today. You all just totally nailed it. Well done. You just shout it out. When we ask a question, anytime, you can just come right in the conversation. But sometimes the bells are ringing or there's a plane flying overhead, and it can be tricky, and especially because we have folks who are watching online, they're only going to hear you speaking if you're in a microphone. So that's why we have Soroya back there in the green shirt.
Soroya!
You got a microphone. Can everybody say hi, Soroya? Yay, there we go. So Soroya, you've got the mic. And if you need a little bit of help, you need a little bit of amplification, you can just look for Soroya, put your hand up, and they will come over to you and hold it for you while you answer that question, yeah? There we go. So that's option number 2 for how you can participate, but there's still one more.
There is.
No, this isn't you. I was just looking at you to see what you would
There
do.
is.
There's the cameras.
There is the cameras. Dun, dun, dun.
So this program began during the lockdown, and it was fully online. And we were live streaming it to Facebook and then eventually to YouTube. And because we made some friends and who are part of our Word Up community who don't live close by or who might not be able to come with us on the plaza, we're keeping this practice with us. It's a hybrid live stream and in-person participation. So
in real life, you're welcome, world.
You're welcome, world. Cameras. So if you want to, on the programs, there's a little QR code that'll take you directly to the YouTube live stream. And if you don't feel like shouting your answers out here, you can actually also join the YouTube live stream and respond to questions in the chat. We very much encourage you to take advantage of that feature.
Yes.
And here to help us know what people are saying in the chat is our amazing YouTube moderator, Valeria Vega. Welcome her to the stage.
Valeria, Valeria,
Welcome back.
Valeria, yeah.
Dance break.
Huh?
I know. Welcome, Valeria. Welcome back.
Thank
Thank you. Hello, testing mic, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How is everybody doing? ¿Cómo estamos? I can't hear you.
Bien.
Amazing. Thank you very much for being here and helping us know what people are saying in the chat. Go ahead and just interrupt anytime that people are saying things, and it looks like people are already there. You want to shout some folks out?
Yes, we have a lot of comments. Andrea, Declan, of course, is saying hi. Michelle, Carol, Michelle again. That was lovely. They're loving Mickey's music, of course. They're loving all of you, and thank you so much. Declan says hello, Soroya. Hello, Valeria. Hi, Declan, wherever you're at. So yes, people are engaged and ready.
Love it. Well, we've got a lot of really good questions to dive into, so I'm glad that everybody's ready. There is one more way to participate today, actually.
Yes, there is.
But you know what I found out like 5 minutes before we started?
Tell me all about it.
Usually, the bells are ringing every 15 minutes during this program. So we come up with games to play with the bells to make it more fun.
And they're not.
And they're not going to ring.
What? Secret surprise, people!
They are they're turning off for the next 2 hours. So
What?
we're not interrupted. I know.
Oh my God.
They're going to, your mind is blown right now. At 6 p.m. they're going to ring, but not until that point in time.
Wow.
So the game that we were going to play, I would suggest what we do is when you all participate in person, we have a bunch of prizes today, and we had a game to give you the prizes, but I think now if you share your response, that warrants a prize.
That warrants a prize.
And we've got a couple different prizes. We've got bookmarks, we've got pens, we've got free ticket vouchers to some of these shows.
Wow.
We've got free drinks at the pub if you want one of those vouchers, but we've got some other cool stuff. What have we got?
We also have some youth empowerment swag. We have a couple of stickers.
Yes.
We have some transforming trauma pins that we would love for you all to share. We have a couple of mugs that we would like to provide for you all in support of our campaign.
So definitely, there's already incentive to participate, but
Yes.
if you want some prizes, there's another one. And if you're participating on the YouTube chat and you want to just let Soroya know, like, I'm participating, I just don't feel like talking, just let them know. And you're still eligible for a prize. But now it's time.
I am really blown away about these bells.
I am blown away too. It never happens.
This is a divine appointment, everyone. Do you realize how special and amazing you all are and how you all are supposed to be here today?
You've silenced the bells.
Yes. Y'all's presence has shut it down. Thank you for arriving.
Round of applause for yourselves.
Round of applause. Yes.
So I think it's time for our Word Up theme song.
Yes, please.
Yes, which actually we've never written, but we have an amazing artist here who's gonna just make it up on the spot instead. How does that sound?
Sounds impossible.
Love that. Yes.
A little bit of help. Soroya, would you mind bringing us the tree when you get the chance? Our Vanna White for the day. So I just want to bring him right up on stage. If you've been here before, you know him. But Ric Scales is here to do our theme song with us. Come on up, Ric.
Hey.
You want to come on here?
1, 2, 1, 2. Hey.
There we go.
Oh, you got that Sham Black playing in the background. I hear you. San Diego hip hop.
Thank you, Soroya. Thank you so much. All right, Ric. So you were a guest on Word Up when it was completely online during the lockdown.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
What do you remember about that?
I was nervous.
But slated.
Thank you.
Beyond slated, I
Yes.
would say. And also, I realized something else. Yesterday was exactly 1 year from the first Word Up program in person.
That's right.
And the first in-person program at the Old Globe back after the whole lockdown.
Wow.
Absolutely.
1 year ago yesterday.
Yes.
And you and Miki were the featured artists. You were the headliners for that one.
That's right.
What do you remember from that day?
Yes.
I was nervous.
Well, here you are today, Ric.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm nervous.
Well, your feelings are valid.
Yes.
And there's no evidence to the point that,
Haha.
because it's been a joy to get to have you on the Word Up stage for the whole last 2 years now.
Yep.
And usually you bring a beat with you, and then you're going to freestyle over that.
Correct.
But we're shaking it up a little bit today.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are, because we have another special guest who's joining us.
Oh, yes, we do.
So, as we've gone over, you know, we had online programming, fully digital, and our Old Globe family expanded outside of the county lines a little bit. And one of the programs that went online was Reflecting Shakespeare, an amazing program that's taught by Aaron Phillips and James Pillar. And Nikki, you were also teaching that program.
Yes, that was a phenomenal, phenomenal program. I'm in love with it. Absolutely. It was amazing.
And one of the featured guest artists who you had on Reflecting Shakespeare was such a remarkable musician who we got to work with. And today, for the first time, we got to meet him in person, flown in from Sacramento.
That's right.
Would you do the honors and read the official bio, please?
Absolutely. So we have an Emmy-nominated rapper, singer, songwriter, producer coming out of Oakland, California by the name of Eric Abercrombie, otherwise known as Maserati-E. He spent a quarter of his life incarcerated and dedicates his time to using his music to change perspectives. And he's the sound designer for Uncuffed, the podcast that's coming out of San Quentin and Solano State Prison. So make some noise. Make some noise for Maserati-E. Yes, y'all.
Welcome, Eric. Thank you so much for being here. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's how this is going to go. Theme song, right?
Theme song.
These right here are little ornaments that audiences from Word Up from the past year have been writing on, in which they respond to the prompt of how they define the San Diego arts community and what their greatest wish for our community is. So I'm just plucking some off. Have you been cheating? Have you been reading these at all?
I have not. I didn't even see where y'all put the tree at this time.
We hid it from you this time.
They hid the tree.
It was far away.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
It was off in the cutty.
So here we go. We're gonna get a beat. I'm gonna hand you these. You can drop them to the floor when you're done, because I know it's fast paced.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Maserati-E, y'all. Yeah. Feedback. It's Word Up. You know how we do it. Everything that we be doing is super inclusive. And y'all already know what's next. We gonna do it and keep on killing it. God bless. I stay fresh. And you know that I'm dropping a few. The accessible knowledge, didn't know what that said. They spelled it wrong. Jumping on the mic and dropping the sound of the gong. We got San Diego's outgoing culture. And we don't get down with none of them culture vultures. And y'all know what it is. We're artfully welcoming to this music biz. Yo, and you know what it be. I stay inspiring with my man Maserati-E while he playing the guitar. You know how we do it. Somebody already had a card that had said inclusion and welcoming, so we doing it twice. My name's Ric Scales on the mic device. And y'all know that I'm a super MC and it's all about the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Yeah. And another one that says inclusion. So y'all know exactly what we doing. It's San Diego and hip hop, art and drama and all the freaking music. Yeah, and it's still life-giving. Jumping on the mic and you know I'm digging into a different spot at the Old Globe. My lyrics will bust off similar to Fofos. I think the San Diego art community means that unknown artists all around the world receive some recognition. That's how we live it. It's inspiring people all of the time, and what we giving is wishes for more diverse representation. So when you hear the music, you get a sensation. And every time we do it, we do elevation. More live performances whenever we do it. Wait, it's the next card that she about to pull. I think the theme song is done, the lyrics is full. Kinda like the cup whenever I drop it. Peace to Maserati-E, we had to rock it, yo.
Yes! Saying it.
That was amazing. Thank you so much. Give it up one more time for Rick and Maserati-E. And Ric Scales. Rick, where can people find you and your music?
So on Instagram, it's Ric Scales, RICSCALES. I have another page called Slapping Hands. A bunch of friends of mine, we got together and started throwing shows for local artists. We do every second Thursday at Winston's in Ocean Beach, and every third Thursday at Till 2 in City Heights. It's all local hip hop and R&B. So if you're into that, follow Slapping Hands. That's I like your shirt. You know what I'm saying? The Diggable Planets. There we go. But it's SLAPPIN Hands. But yeah, Ric Scales, Slapping Hands, 18 Scales on Spotify and iTunes, all that. Yeah.
Thank you,
Peace.
Rick. Thank you, Rick.
One more time for Ric Scales.
Wait, Eric, we need you to stay here.
I don't know why you keep trying to
I'm trying to dip off, y'all.
Oh, no, we're trying to build up the stage because we've got 2 more people we still have to meet. And we will get to see Rick come back again, so you don't have to miss him too much. But now we've got, so Eric Maserati-E Abercrombie is here with us. You're one of our featured artists for today. Thank you very much for flying in from Sacramento.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
To join us in real life. And there's another featured artist who we still need to introduce, actually.
Yes.
And I'm gonna ask Miki, would you please introduce our next featured guest?
Yes, I will. I want to read directly from the paper because I don't want to miss a thing. Jazzy is a California native born out of Chula Vista. She's very passionate about all art forms and especially about children. As a former foster youth, she's fought through the turbulence of a rough childhood, but righteously works best under pressure. Drawing, dancing, and singing have been drilled into her veins. These talents are her main outlets of expression. Telling her story has been troubling to some, but she admires the pain and struggle of fighting through that turbulence. All of the success in her life goes out to her angel in heaven and mother, Markeisha Price. And I have had the honor and privilege of working with Jazzy this week and hearing her music and getting to know her, and it's just a thrill to be able to introduce her today. Give it a big warm welcome for Jazzy P.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? Thank you for having me. This is my first performance. And I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but we about to rock it. Let's go.
Well, actually, that's okay because we want to talk to you first.
Oh, that's fine.
Come on up and take your throne, right? Whichever one
Thank
you
you.
like. Please, one more warm welcome for Jazzy. We're so glad you're here. How you feeling?
I'm nervous. My heart is pumping hella fast right now. But I'm good. Thank you guys for coming and showing up for real and having me.
Of course. Yeah, that makes a couple of us. We've got like,
Yes.
we're feeling very alive today.
Yeah.
Feeling very alive this afternoon. And there's one more guest we want to have. We've got featured artist Maserati-E, featured artist Jazzy, featured artist Ruben Radillo. And this is the first time we've ever had 3 featured artists, but let me tell you, we're still keeping it a little bit traditional with our San Diego community guest. Because in addition to the artists, we want to make sure, usually the prompt that I give the featured artist, the head artist, like you, Nikki, for who to bring on for this community guest, I'm asking for who is an important San Diegan, in your opinion.
Yes.
So people have brought their dad, people have brought community organizers, people have brought colleagues or their music students. But you've brought someone really, really special with us. Could you please introduce them for us?
So I have brought one of our young trainers, future trainers. He is an amazing, amazing young man. He has experienced incarceration. However, through that, he has been resilient, overcome many of adversities and challenges, and he is now one of our co-trainers at Youth Empowerment, teaching folks about trauma-informed care code of conduct and how to treat people with dignity and respect. And so please welcome to the stage, it's an honor and a privilege to have him here with us, Mr. Raul Ledezma.
Hi, everybody. It's an honor to be here, and thank you again, Nikki, for inviting me. And hi, everybody. How are we doing?
That's right. We're so glad that you're here.
Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like the person who comes in your position is usually the person who's has the least sense of what they're signing up to do on stage in front of people and on camera. And so I just feel like I'm just so grateful for your generosity, and I'm so glad that you're here to join us and help us put together this poem that we're all going to work together to feed into, that Nikki has sort of founded for us, but that there's room for music in, and there's room for all of our reflections and experiences to go into. So it's almost time.
It's almost
to start with the game. Nikki, before we begin, is there anything that you want to say about why you wanted to bring this lineup to talk about restoration through poetry? What are we doing here today?
Yes, so as somebody that has experienced high levels of isolation, mental challenges, and experiencing different levels of trauma, I realized that there was other ways and healthy ways that could help heal myself and other forms of expression that would be helpful for me and not cause harm, not to myself and not to others. And I realized that I learned that through poetry. It allowed me an opportunity to be able to express myself. It was a healthy and healing way for me to be able to find relief from the pressures that were on my heart. And they always say, like, when you have pressure on your heart, it has a tendency of making you cry. Your eyes leak because there's so much pressure on your heart. And I realized that that was another sense of relief for me, and it was a solution that helped me heal. And so it's an honor and a privilege to be able to share that form of artistic skills with you all today. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very
you.
much for sharing this with your work of art with us.
Yes.
In a very generous way that we can participate in.
Yes. And I think the other thing, can I say this real quick?
Yeah.
The other thing is as somebody that has been system impacted, it is very, very, very near and dear to my heart to be sitting on the stage with such amazing, 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 phenomenal young men that have overcame many of challenges and that are thriving and winning at this game called life, right? So yes, for them. When we were talking, when me and Laura were discussing like what we were going to do and the fact that formerly incarcerated individuals had come up, it instantly made my heart bleed because I feel like there's so much recognition that needs to be honored and recognized into the things that we've overcome. We've all had traumas, I totally understand that, but we've experienced on a different level and we're doing it. So I just wanted to thank these young men and Mr. Ruben down here for being the amazing human beings that they are. So thank you all.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We've definitely stacked the stage with just like the most generous and talented and creative and loving group of men and women and folks all in all parts of this this plaza and this live stream.
Yes.
And to talk about restoration.
Yeah.
So a lot of great questions coming up. Some more music, some more reflections and drawing opportunities and crafts, as y'all notice on your tables. Can you define restoration for us to set the stage for what we're about to do?
Yes. So, you know, when we think about things that we've had, right? It's so funny. So I was telling Laura today, like, I had a dent in my day. And she's like, a dent? What's that? And I'm like, yeah, nobody threw a wrench at me. I was just kind of rolling all nice and smooth, and then I had a dent. And she was like, that's so different, right? And then I think about that, you know, as we're walking through life, we get dented every single day, right? With different thoughts, with different challenges, with life situations, with consequences, with decisions that need to be made, maybe not making the right decision. But I believe that a lot of us have gone through so much, and as we sit here today, there's a form of restoration, right? And with that restoration comes peace and healing. And I feel like it's so important for us to recognize the challenges that we've overcome just as our own individual entity, and realize how much we've restored, how resilient we've been. We've overcome so many different challenges. All of us have, you know? And I think that as I'm sitting here, I'm very honored, and it's a privilege to be here. And restoration is about going through hard times, picking ourselves up, and making ourselves whole again, and whatever that might look like. And when we restore, we make it better. We take it to the next level. We elevate, right? Because we've grown through those challenges. And so, and for me also, it's about making amends. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to jump into some poetry making. Want to open the floor. Ruben, Eric, Jazzy, Raul, Miki, Val, Soroya. Anything anybody wants to add about poetry or restoration that we should set the stage with before we start into the questions?
Yes.
I feel like what Nikki said was beautiful. That wrapped it up marvelously, in my opinion.
Yes.
All right, snaps.
I can take a snap.
And here we go. I'm going to go over the ways to participate. You can participate by shouting out right here. You can participate by looking for Soroya in the green shirt over there. Everybody say hi, Soroya, again.
Hi, Soroya.
Hi, Soroya.
Yay! Hi, Soroya. I know them. So Soroya can come around and help you out, get some amplification. You can hop onto that YouTube chat and participate. Valeria is going to help us know what folks are saying there. The only rule for responding is that we want to keep it inclusive. So that means that whatever you say in the chat or in the plaza needs to be something that's, look around. Make sure that what you're saying isn't anything that would make somebody else feel like maybe this isn't the place for them. So we see that there, it's a plaza. There are kids around. We keep it a little bit family-friendly responses. But that's the only rule. That's the only rule. There's not even a rule about being truthful. You could answer a reflection question and totally make up your answer. There should be no assumption that anything anybody says is actually true, because you could just be using your imagination. We love imaginations here.
Love it.
Love it. And because this is the first time that we have this much of a lineup, we did prepare a little something. Because we're thinking, like, what if we just talk forever, you know? And so, Miki, would you help us out with a timekeeping experience for today?
Okay, so I have a few options, and I'm going to leave it up to all of you to choose what you want for when people have gone over their time. What should I play? Okay, ready?
Okay.
So the first one is not playing.
Okay.
It's crickets. You like that?
Cool story, bro.
Oh, play it one more time.
Cool story, bro.
Oh, no.
That's
All
nice,
right.
right? And then the next one is, let me make sure it plays. So I thought about the Oscars, and when people go over their time during their speech, and so I was trying to find something that was similar. Let's see how this works.
Dramatic.
Right. There's an option.
It's an option. And then, let's see.
Right.
Okay. Wow, this is nice.
Everybody's loving that.
Okay, so which one? For one? Anybody for one?
Lip fingers.
Two? Okay, a couple for two. Three?
Three.
Okay. All right, cool. We're gonna go.
Okay,
with
let me
three.
count them. Let me count them. What up?
You're our referee for today.
Three it is.
All right, there we go. And if we hear that sound, we'll know that it's coming with love.
Yes.
And if I accidentally say "cool story, bro," that's with love too.
Got it. All right, here we go. Everybody ready for the first question?
Yes.
Drum roll.
Yes.
Question number one.
Question number one. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
So, the very first question, and this is for you all as well, is what are your internal fears?
Fuels.
Fuels.
Right?
Fuels. Yeah. you're
Internal
right.
fuels.
Yep. That's what it is.
But tell us about what you mean with internal fuels.
Okay, so internal fuels. So think about your motivations, right? Behind everything that we do, it's motivated behind something. Behind anger, behind jealousy, behind fear, behind love. Those are internal fuels. Those are the things behind motivation, behind determination. Those are the things that fuel us, that motivate us every single day to make every single step that we make. Every single decision that we make is motivated by our internal fuels. So what's your motivation? What's your internal fuel?
And to give y'all a moment to think about what your internal fuels are, I'd actually love to hear some responses from the stage, kicked off with you, Jazzy.
Okay.
All right. So when we had this question, we were bringing this question to you, what are your internal fuels, to see if you had anything, any songs or anything that you wanted to create to speak to this question. Could you tell us a little bit about it before you perform it?
Yes, entirely. So when I got presented this question, it just brought back like my upbringing, being from Dago, San Diego, Southeast. Just growing up, everyone kind of like internalized appearance as your status. And so, y'all had heard a little background. I didn't have much, foster care type of lifestyle. So my clothes were kind of like everything to me. So as far as that goes, my appearance and being presentable and looking good was what made me comfortable off tops. Presentation is everything.
That was your
You know what I mean?
internal fuels. That was
Yeah.
where it's coming from.
So, and especially shoes. So yeah.
All right.
That was it for me.
So we'll get to hear this piece and then see what the audience is feeling about this question.
Yeah, I guess so. I had no choice.
I guess you have no choice. You're already on stage now. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
How y'all doing, everybody? Yeah, thank you. All right. Yeah, like I said, this is about my internal fuels. So hopefully y'all like this song because I definitely am scared to perform it right now. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Got it.
Oh God. Shout out to the Old Globe. Thank y'all for having me. Let's get it.
Got it.
All right. Yo. My soul's on fire. I'm pumped up, so let me take y'all higher. They looking for problems, trying to be around me, and you might just find one. But we all just products. Growing up in this environment, society keep us buzzed down and design it, but that's just how they designed us. Keep it Gucci, I'm Louis, she Fendi. I ain't got no Prada. Keep the waste man from around us. You searching for wealth, but you already know it's inside you. Paying for merch on the shelf just to keep your pride up. That shit is hella sad when you sit down and you think about it. All the pressure on me, but I'ma keep grinding. When you see me, I'm shining, cause I am a diamond. Like Net the Pharaoh, yeah, I'm big timing. So don't waste my time, man. I've been waiting on timing. Perfecting God's plan. Gotta keep it together, so I stay laced up and your shoes untied, fam. You don't want no smoke, cause I'm shining. Now you looking at my problems. Hey. I just forgot the words, but it's alright. Hey. Alright, hold on. Start it over. I'm gonna do it over.
It's alright.
Woo!
I thought they knew better.
Start it over. I don't like it. Start it over.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry.
I want to say,
we're gonna do it over.
I know, Jazzy,
We're gonna do it over. We're gonna do it over. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Y'all got me nervous
I'm
out
gonna
here.
tell our audience today that this is Jazzy's first time
On
performing.
God. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Take two. The third time's the charm, so it's good.
Not only dope, but she's brave too.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's righteous. It's righteous. Y'all got me out here
Courageous.
smiling and stuff, but it's cool. Start it over. Let's try this again. Right. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, my soul's on fire. I'm pumped up, so let me take y'all higher. They looking for problems, trying to be around me, you might just find one. But we all just products, growing up in this environment. Society keep us buzzed down and designing, but that's just how they designed us. Keep it Gucci, I'm Louis, she Fendi. I ain't got no product. Keep the waste man from around us. You searching for wealth, but you already know it's inside you. Paying for merch on the shelf just to keep your pride up. That shit is hella sad when you sit down and you think about it. All the pressure on me, but I'ma keep grinding. When you see me, I'm shining, cause I am a diamond. Like Net the Pharaoh, yeah, I'm big timing. So don't waste my time, man. I've been waiting on timing. Perfecting God's plan. Gotta keep it together, so I stay laced up and you shoes untied, fam. You don't want no smoke, cause I'm popping. My name stay trending like topics. Yeah, I start releasing my topics. Going up to Mary Poppins. No umbrella, but I'm popping. Laced up, you can see my pockets. Yeah, laced up, you can see my pockets.
But man, I thought they knew better. I get my chips and my cheddar. Shawty over here, so the man could do better. I'm glued up, but I guess shawty better. Boy to the cheesy, gotta put him in the shredder. Turn up these beats like I'm eating mozzarella. I'm a monster, just spitting Beretta. No Martin Luther King, but I'm
looking for Coretta. Yeah. Thank y'all. That had me nervous. Next time.
Oh, you got it.
That was amazing. Tell us about this song. I mean, like, we heard the lyrics. Tell us about the internal fuels and all of it.
And I was practicing that forever, so I apologize for miscommunicating them lyrics. But basically, all the designer clothes don't mean nothing. So just the point of, like, having Gucci, Louis, and Prada, all that stuff I never did have or whatever. So just, like I said, I flexed out when I did have the opportunity to, like, purchase some of those things. But yeah, no, that was basically my intake on internal fuels, and yeah, I was fueled up, but I was overly nervous right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, but that was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, thank y'all for having me and letting me present that real quick.
Thank you so much for bringing it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we got. We've got a response to the internal fuels. What are your internal fuels? But we'll hear from folks up here, And then we'd love to hear what people are saying in the YouTube chat, and also folks on the plaza. What are your internal fuels? And remember, you can totally make it up if you want to. What are your internal fuels?
I guess I'm starting. My internal fuels have to be just, first off, my family. I grew up and it was a big thing, even though we didn't have much, but family was a big thing. If somebody falls, you know, you're there for them. Mom, sister, brother, uncle, whatever it is, you know, as long as, even if it's somebody that we consider family, friend, you know, close, we're just always there. So I think that's my fuel. That's what I live for every day. So yeah, my family.
Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
What are you feeling?
My internal fuel is that hope for a better tomorrow. At the end of the day, as we all know, it's a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on in the world, and that motivates me to try to break that, to try to change that, to play my part. I'm a firm believer, like, if we all play our part individually, then collectively we'll see a difference. So my internal fuel is to play my part, be the best person I can be, knowing that it's bigger than me, you know what I mean? So that's what fuels me to keep going on a regular basis. That's what I feel wakes me up, keep me driven, keep me motivated, is knowing that we can make a difference. We just got to see that and step into that and walk into that. So that's what fueled me, for real.
Right.
Yes.
Very good.
Ruben, you have any thoughts on what your internal fuels are?
I don't, but you know what? I experienced something simple the other day. I lost my car keys, and I, like Nikki, right? I did 25 years, and just the simplest things, because of my decision-making capacity was like diminished. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, man, what should I do? Should I rent a car? What should I do? So I made some phone calls, and you know, they said, man, won't you just go ahead and call the locksmith, tell him to come over and make a copy. It was that simple, but I didn't have that capacity.
Yeah.
So, but I wasn't discouraged. I was like, man, this was an opportunity to make choices, to brainstorm, and to do something about it, you know? And just something simple like that, I felt like I was driven, you know, like, oh, let me go ahead and handle this and tackle this. Something simple like that drove me. So, because I appreciate just being out here and making decisions on myself, you know.
Yes.
So to me, that was driven for me, you know. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
And I have to scream out my internal fuel. I don't know, why do I keep saying fear? I guess I must be scared internally right now. I'm sharing that with y'all. I'm being transparent here. But my internal fuel today is definitely love. For real. Like, I am fueled by love. So I just want to throw that out there. Catch it. Catch it, people. Throwing it.
Make it rain with the
Yes.
Are you ready for some audience answers?
Yeah.
We have an audience member right here.
Yay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi. I don't know, different words such as like love came to my mind first. And then the second word that came to my mind was respect, or having mutual respect for others. You know, thinking about when we treat somebody, you know, we would treat somebody the way we would like to be treated, or with the dignity, afford them the same dignity that we would like to have.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you. And that kind of participation is what gets you a prize, y'all.
She got a free drink ticket.
Hello.
Come on, stand up, man. Stand up.
Stand up, man.
I'm like a lot of you guys upstage. I'm formerly incarcerated after 23 years and been released.
Welcome home.
Congratulations, man.
Yes,
sir.
So, and I'm here today supporting NIKI Martinez, just to show love to all you guys. I'm just trying to give back to the community. That's what motivates me, is after all the time that I've done in prison, and now that I'm out, Balboa Park for the first time.
Wow.
Finally experienced life. I have a lot of passion and a lot of motivation just from you guys. And So my internal motivation is my freedom and just to give back to my community. Thank you.
Thank
Love you, man.
Thank you, sir. I have a free drink. I got 3 more free drink tickets, and then we'll move on to the plays as the prizes.
All right, my internal motivation is contributing to the society, and also since I was 17, I was like, I had a really hard childhood. So one of my biggest goals was to do anything I can to reduce the pain like that I felt growing up. Yeah, and I've decided to do it through research and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
The power, that's right.
Beautiful. Over here, if I can share our comments that we have on the chat. Helping others, ambition, self-preservation, connection to self, and connection to others.
Thank you so much, folks on YouTube, for weighing in with that.
YouTube.
And I heard a holler from over there when there was talk of a finite number of drink tickets.
That was Rick.
I know. Rick, you have a response? Because I will give it to you if you want that prize.
It's coming up.
What fuels me is free drink tickets. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But I'm not. But also, like for me personally, one of the things that fuel me, I'm with it. But it's the same thing. It's love. Like just like she was saying, there's nothing more. And it ties in with what Maserati was saying as well, because it's that being the change. You know what I'm saying, that you want to see out there. It's like if you want to see love, you got to be love. You know what I'm saying? If not, then you're gonna get what you put out. So yeah, that's what fuels me on a regular basis. You know what I mean? And drink tickets.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick. The love. I totally feel. I feel like for me, it's love, neck and neck in a race that's always shifting with fear. It's like fear that like, oh, but maybe there's not enough, or maybe there's not. Maybe it can't work out, or maybe I need to like work really hard and like build up a bunch of safety stuff, you know, and then like sometimes love will like come out on top, and then sometimes fear will take the lead for a little while, and then love will come back, and you know, they're like, it's like a race, it's like a NASCAR race. I assume that's what they. Thank you. Sound effects. We gotta, yeah. All right, last call. Any responses about internal fuels?
What did you contributed? What was it? I didn't hear you. Music
as an internal fuel.
Yeah, we gotta give her a drink, please.
I know.
Yes.
Free drink.
Medicine for the
Could
soul.
we say that one more time for the folks on YouTube so they can hear what you said? Because that was so beautiful.
It was.
Verbatim, no way. Just overall, if you're having a good day, bad, especially like you wake up in the morning, you put on that song, and it gets you like skipping out of the house. You're like, you know, you hear the right lyric, and you like even somebody in a car next to you, and you're like vibing. You know, it's like a vibe. It's just it's beautiful, and it's something that it's a universal language in a way too, where it could speak to everybody. You know, you don't have to understand maybe the actual words or lyrics, but you have this feeling that makes you want to spread that feeling to everybody else.
You're super in luck, because if music is an internal fuel, we've got some more music coming with our next question.
Yes.
I want to just take a moment to shout out if anybody's new to the live stream or new to the plaza and you're just joining us, you're walking up. Welcome, big welcome to Word Up.
Yes.
And you're walking into like a workshop, performance, collaborative arts experience where we're asking you questions and we welcome you to participate. And if you want program or you want to participate in any of the crafts, there are seats up here with all of these things ready for you, and those tables at the back. You can learn about Youth Empowerment, which is the amazing organization we're highlighting today, and their fundraising event on June 4th, and also, craft table. But it's time for our next question, because we want to fuel you with some music. Question number 2 is, What prevents you from true freedom? What makes you feel trapped? So start mulling that over. What prevents you from true freedom, or what makes you feel trapped? But Maserati-E, what do you got for us?
So, for me, I feel like one of the things that make us feel trapped and could hold us back in many ways, when we're not on the same page, when we're not seeing eye to eye, when people try to oppress others. As we know, systematic oppression is a real thing. Systemic oppression is a real thing. And I feel like a lot of that comes from just not being on the same page. I think if we was to come together, we could change the world forever. And I truly, truly believe that. I'm a firm believer that energy can't be fake because it's felt. So if we continue to emanate that positive energy, them positive vibes again, if we play our part individually, I truly feel like we would see a difference collectively. And that's freeing, that's liberating. I was incarcerated again for 9 years, from the ages of 17 to 26. And within one of the most toxic environments, I was fortunate enough to rub shoulders with people where we created a safe place within a very toxic environment. And that was very liberating. I felt like I was free in many ways before I was physically free. And that was from being on the same page with the people around me. So that's how I feel about it. I definitely feel like being on the same page.
All right. Well, what do you think about giving some fuel with that same page?
Yes.
Definitely. And with that, no. So this is actually a song called Same Page. And based on that explanation, this might be kind of self-explanatory. Y'all hear that okay? Y'all with me? Y'all with me? And I just want to change the world forever. No lie, I want to bring the world together. And I admit I'm kind of selfish, cause I want to be the reason. Not for the recognition, I recognize what we need. And I don't want to fall, trying to spring change like the seasons. Consequences disrupting the system, but I ain't retreating. Optimistic, thinking it's a fight worth leading. I bleed the blood of a leader, I die for what I believe. And I'm just saying it's real. And I encourage you to do more than just say what you feel. Let's take a stand as a man, not former slaves in the field. And let's build each other up instead of stuck, just destroying everything that we build. White people gotta get killed before we recognize their greatness. Why we gotta get locked in cages to start exercising patience? No lie, let's start making changes, let's start making rearrangements. Try to list the priorities, cause majority on different pages. I just want to change the world forever. No lie, I want to bring the world together, yeah. But everybody wanna live fast and die young. But fast money gone just as fast that it come. If we could get on the same page, yeah, we can really create changes. Can we get on the same page, yeah? Can we get on the same page? No lie, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm unplugged and settled in the matrix. Watch a lack of understanding create fear and develop hatred. We all at different stages, different mental spaces. One thing that makes us the same is we all human, embrace it. I was laced up by some sages. One told me the goal is to lead this world the way we came in and be just like a baby. Cause all the baby know is love until it's taught to hate. And it don't matter about your class, your gender, or your race. The energy you emanate could be the difference between you getting lemons or lemonade. Either way, when you get a taste of the ways of the universe, mistakes get brought to light to rectify and recognize all the ways that you can learn. Sometimes the process hurts, but we gotta process pain. Cause hurt people think it's time for change. We need to heal from trauma, we need restoration. Money can't solve all our problems, but fulfill them reparations. If we ain't on different pages, gotta be like a breath of fresh air, like respiration. No lie, yeah. Please feel me, oh. Cause I just wanna change the world forever. No lie, I wanna bring the world together, yeah. But everybody wanna live fast and die young. But fast money gone just as fast that it come. If we could get on the same page, yeah, we could really create changes. Can we get on the same page, yeah? Can we get on the same page? No lie, yeah. Hey, can we get on the same page, yeah?
Yes.
All right.
That was hard.
So,
right? Who wants to talk first? Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for listening.
Yes.
Straight heat, man. Straight heat.
Yes.
Absolutely. And that's a call to action. Hopefully y'all was moved to point you can act on it. You know what I mean? Let's get on the same page. We're gonna see a difference.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Sure.
So same page is something that can make us feel free, and not being on the same page is something that can make us feel trapped, or like we don't have true freedom. I mean, like, I'm trying to think of like a way to segue, but I don't want to segue away from that song. It was amazing.
Well, and I think the amazing component of it is getting on the same page. What does that start with? That starts with changing our mindset. That's the one thing I believe in all contextualities that inhibits us from being free. Me personally, my mind. You know, it's the things that I tell the mind is a powerful thing. And like you were saying, you know, I was inside, and it was only the first 15 years I was really confined. I was trapped. I was mentally just abusing my own self and others. And it wasn't until I was free in my mind. And so when my mentality changed is when I experienced that true freedom. So I realized that it was my perception, the way that I thought about things, my belief system, that ultimately had me so trapped. That was what limited my freedom more than anything. It wasn't the physical state, it was my mental state. So my mindset definitely.
I feel that. I feel like forgetting forgetting the truths that I feel like I knew as a kid, you know? Like forgetting the things that kind of came innate about things that make me feel free, or feel like I can love, or feel like I can make choices, or things like that. I totally feel that about the mental state. What are y'all feeling?
I could piggyback off that, because definitely I agree. Your mind has to be, you know, aligned with your body and your soul, you know, to make the right choices. And for sure, for me, like, just stepping up here was out of my element, you know what I mean? So mentally, I was here, physically here, but like, obviously, like, something in me is just like holding me back, you know what I mean? Because it's just like the fear of other people's opinions, and how image, obviously that's my internal fuel, how that is being presented and things of that nature, it affects, you know, your layout, and it affects your life entirely if it's that drastic. Yeah, I was incarcerated too, and so I made a wrong decision in terms of my situation, but like my spirit was totally out of whack, you know, and mentally I was messed up, and I wouldn't have been in that predicament if I had my priorities straight, you know what I mean? And I would have made probably a whole different situation if everything was in order. So definitely I agree with that entirely. Your mind is everything.
I do want to say I feel like you were in your element.
I mean, yeah, but like I was overthinking it for sure.
And then you showed up and you were generous, and you were just like talking to people, you know? I feel like that's like, that's everything on stage, is that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. What were you going to say, Raul?
I wanted to agree with all of you and say that I think it's a choice, right? It's all in the mind, but we're so stuck in that little cycle called our life. And I mean, it's not good, and I do believe that it is, it has to be from the, it also has to be from the outside in, not just from the inside out. Because I know if you're in a place like that, you're not, I mean, that's all you're surrounded, right, with, criminals, and so to speak, have done bad things or mistakes to be in such place. But I think that it's both inside and outside, and who you surround yourself with and who you look for help and advice. And one of my biggest things for me, at least when I started making changes, was like, I'm not gonna take somebody's opinion that I wouldn't let my dog stay with, you know. I'm not, or like I wouldn't let him know where my keys were to the house or stuff like that. I wouldn't be, if I couldn't be your neighbor, I wasn't gonna take anything that wasn't helpful from you, because if you're just criticizing me, I just don't feel like it's any valid, and more if you're lacking in that area. So I think that was one of the like smartest things I did, was realize how obvious that was.
Yeah.
Don't listen to everybody. Listen to people. just not everybody. So yeah.
Thank you, Raul.
Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. I'm being useless over here, so I'm just going to close this.
Okay.
That you and Valeria are hard at work over here.
We're hard at work.
In case you're joining us, we're putting together a whole poem together, and the magic is happening actively right now.
Yes.
Everything that everybody is saying getting fed into a top secret document that we're going to get to see a performance of at the end. We've heard we've heard some responses of what makes people feel trapped or like they don't have true freedom. But is there, Miki, Valeria, Ruben, folks in the YouTube chat, and folks on the plaza? We've got a hand right here. There's another hand over there. Great. Yeah.
Woo. You guys saw a hand over here?
Hands all of a sudden.
I haven't heard from yet.
I just feel like low self-esteem and insecurities are chains that hold us back, and only we have the keys to unlock that chain.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, I like how you wrote it out. Here's a drink ticket. That's it for the drink tickets. Next up is free tickets to shows.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
And I will say, each of the tickets that you're about to hand out, Soroya, is actually for 2 vouchers. So if you get one, you can already take a friend. But if you want multiple tickets, you got to be raising your hand a whole bunch if you want to get like a family pack of 4 or something, you know?
We have a participant.
Yay.
So I think there are 2 elements. Like, one side of it is internal, another side of it is environmental. It's like the system, capitalism, bureaucracy. It's just, so I've been looking for treatment for an illness that I'm facing or having. And I've been calling so many places. Like, I wake up in the morning and I call people until 5 and I cannot reach to anyone. Like, voicemail after voicemail, and then if they answer, they refer me to another phone number, and I'm like, okay, there is no help available, even though they say there is help available, and I'm left with no options, stuck into like this system of nobody wanting to help and nobody wanting to take liability. And on the other hand, I'm like blaming myself. Oh, if I had the money, or like if I had a job right now, even though I'm a student, I could like pay for it and get better. And it just feels like indirectly I'm being told that my life is not valuable enough. Yeah. So I think that's something that really takes away the freedom. And I really I'm trying really hard internally to just overcome all those, like you said, kind of, I don't know how to say it, like self-punishment and all those negative thoughts that I struggle with daily. It just becomes impossible when I can't grasp to any hope outside of me.
All right, so we got some environmental.
Yeah. So you might enjoy some comedy to help lighten your mood. I know I always like to watch something funny when I'm feeling down. So how about free tickets to Love Supreme? It's a hip-hop comedy improv show.
Wow.
Other options are Taming of the Shrew, and then Mala, which is a one-woman show that you can see in Spanish or in English. Go ahead and look for it.
Great plan, great plan.
While she decides, I'm going to share some of the things in the chat. Conversations like this help me on my journey. Needing a collaboration with Jazzy and Maserati. People are loving your work and your performances. Each one of those people on stage are amazingly unique. I can feel their testimonies through the screen. That's a powerful ability.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for making sure.
Thanks,
that
Danny.
in the chat.
Love you.
Yes.
And just a reminder to folks that there are programs with QR codes, so if you'd like to participate by typing, you can hit that QR code. It's going to take you to the YouTube live stream that's happening right now, and you can share your responses in the chat. Any other thoughts about this question, about things that what makes you feel trapped or prevents you from true freedom? Got one right here, run up front.
So I think of creative freedom. A lot of the times I go to these events, I think about my process, my artistic process, because I love poetry. It's something I haven't dabbled in enough of, but I love it, and I'm learning. So I think of what holds back my artistic freedom is life, like the mundane parts of like washing dishes. Like I want to be drawing, I want to be writing poetry, but the dishes don't wash themselves, and my kids aren't gonna wash them, and that's my responsibility at home. So like mundane things like that hold me back.
Right.
I can relate to that.
Yes.
Can't get clean dishes in dirty water.
Sometimes I do
why
feel
you-
like washing dishes opens my mind. Sometimes I feel like the dread of dishes is closes it. But once I start and I'm just like doing something with my hands and not my brain, you know, like, yeah, I feel that. All right, last call. Thank you so much, Soroya, for handing out all these amazing free ticket opportunities. And a reminder, if you're in the chat, but you're on the plaza and you want a prize, you can just go say hi to Soroya, and they will give you a prize for participating in the chat. All right.
Prizes are happening in real life time out here. Yeah. So that leads us to our next question, which is, what is something that you need just a little bit of today? What do you need right now today?
And we've got 2 games for this one, actually.
2
games.
Dink 2.
And we'll start, I think, with some sound options. We'll start with some sound options, because for this one, in addition to getting to hear, you know, everybody's responses, when it comes to this part of the final poem, where you might notice some of what we say filtering back in about this question of what is something you need a little of today, we might get some sound effects from Miki. So when you reflect on the question for yourself, what is something you need a little of today, right now, for you? Think of it. And Miki, I asked you this question, and you thought of some sounds, some options for how it might sound. Could you share them with us?
I did. So I thought about what I need on a daily basis generally, and the first thing is peace. There's a lot going on at all times. The world just keeps moving. I just keep moving at a crazy pace, and so sometimes I just need peace. And I thought about, what does peace sound like to me? And when I'm really trying to have peace, I might go for a walk and be out in nature. And I hear a little peace right now because I hear birds chirping.
Right.
And so I chose birds chirping.
On cue.
All right.
Okay. And then also joy. And I can't think of anything more joyful than babies laughing.
It worked. I saw like 50 people go.
You can't not laugh or smile when you hear a baby laughing. And then the last one, okay, y'all, I put a lot of effort into this. If you know me, you know I'm FOS right now. But one thing that I always need is food. And so, oh, not that.
The baby needs some food too.
Huh.
Right.
Feed the baby. Feed the baby.
Yummy.
That's it. So, are we gonna pick?
Yeah, let's pick from these 3 options again for what's something you need a little of today. Do you want to? Will you do the voting?
Sure. Okay, so the first one was peace. Birds chirping.
Birds.
Okay, we got a few.
Counting.
Okay. Probably about 6. Okay, and then the next one was joy. Babies laughing.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Gotta love the kids.
We have here on the stage too.
Oh. Okay, and then yummy food. Okay,
Yeah.
looks like we have a winner. Babies laughing.
All
Joy.
right, we've got babies laughing.
So you'll be hearing that again during our collaborative piece at the end.
Thank you very much for mad-libbing some sound effects
Yes.
for this piece.
Yes.
There's another game, though, this time.
There is. I'm going to let you go ahead and slay it with this.
All right. You see the buckets out on the tables. We've never done a craft during Word Up before, but today's the day. So if you're not at a spot with some buckets, try to get near one, because we're going to do a little art exercise right now. So, Ruben, we're about to learn a little bit from you. And if you've been watching Ruben this whole time, Ruben, what have you been drawing about right now?
So, you know, I've been drawing just whatever was coming to my heart because, you know, like I said, I was a tattoo artist, but it was something simple, just, you know, just a face representing, you know, the world. And I put the words laugh, live, and love, because that's what I was being inspired with. So it was just something simple, you know?
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You mind if I go check it out? Cause
yeah. Actually, we all kind of want it. We want to see too.
Yeah, can we go get a gander?
I love that Ruben said it was just something simple.
Oh, that's right.
That is not simple.
That is not simple.
I'm like, who are you looking at in the crowd, man?
Almost look like
Can
that.
we raise it a little bit closer?
Not really.
Closer look, you can come up.
That's cool.
And this is
something
perfect,
simple,
actually.
slight work.
This is actually a moment when I'd love to move this easel center right now.
Yes.
Because we're gonna, if you get your buckets out, we're gonna work on a bit of a craft. This is so beautiful. So in your buckets, and I have one up here for us too, because we're gonna color as well.
Yes, because it is very important.
Would you take one and pass it down? Thank you. So you want to look for these blank postcards. They're blank completely on one side, and the other side you see that there's a place for an address and stuff. That's what we're going to be working with. And we'll tell you what's going to go on the other side in just a minute. But overall, we're going to be drawing something very specific taught by Ruben on this little part here. There's options for some musical underscoring if you want while we're all drawing. And Nikki, where are these postcards going to go once we've written and drawn on them?
So the amazing part of it, as we're talking about system-impacted, formerly incarcerated individuals, what y'all are going to do, if you don't mind, what this is a sweet invitation to do, is Ruben is going to instruct us on a beautiful drawing. He's going to teach us. We are going to learn how to draw today. Where these postcards are going to go is they are going to go into the largest women's institution in the world to provide hope and love and restoration to our women and our folks that are experiencing incarceration right now in Chowchilla, California. So we've collaborated with Sister Warriors Freedom Coalition, which is a nationwide organization, and they are going to help support making sure that all of these postcards get inside to folks to let them know that they were here, that they were present in this space, and that they are being thought of, and that we would like to provide them with healing, with thoughts, with positive thoughts, positive energy, and let them know that they are loved. And so that's what the project is here for today. So thank you all for your participation. It's extremely valuable. For somebody that's inside, you know, we don't, out here I've realized now since I've been home, mail is not a thing. However, mail is everything. Mail is life inside. And for the people, and it will most likely be to people that do not receive mail, they do not receive money, they do not receive any kind of recognition from anybody in society. So receiving a postcard for somebody, just letting them know that they're a valuable human being, is extremely, it can alter the trajectory of the very next steps that they'll take and the decisions that they'll make. So thank you all so much for being a part of this exercise.
Yes.
So I realized that not all of us are artists, so I made this next exercise as simple as I could. And I realized that we spoke about love, so what better way to start this exercise by drawing a butterfly, and I made the wings with hearts. So if you're nervous about drawing something, don't be. You know, the ladies inside are gonna know that it came from your heart, and that's what counts. So you know, this is I've pre-drawn it so it could be simple. So if you could get your card and put it looking like this,
We want to go sit down.
and if you like, you could draw a very light line. So we could draw. Oh, you guys could come in front. So you guys, yeah. So we could draw a line in the middle of the paper so it could simplify everything. just sketch it really light. It doesn't even have to be in the middle. You can see I was off, you know. Okay, so the next step is we're gonna draw a simple heart, you know, just a one heart, and it could be a little bit, well, it's gonna be a little lopsided, but this is just as simple as that. One heart on one side, right? Then you get the, go to the, if I'm going too fast, just raise your hand. Then we go to the other side of that same heart and we draw the other half. Just a plain, simple heart. Sending your love. Okay. We're going to go down to that same heart that we drew, and we're going to draw a heart extending from the base of that heart. Yeah, I see some smiles, man. You guys enjoy yourself. That's good. One more time, just start from the base of the first heart, and you do little heart that extends from that base. I hear chuckles, so I'm guessing that we're making little mistakes, but they're fun. It's okay. Yep. We go to the other side of the heart, and we do the same thing. We draw a heart that's a little bit like it's coming out from the base of that heart. So once we got that, and it doesn't have to be perfect, because mine, as you can see, wasn't perfect when I did it. I tried it many times, and so now we left a little space. And if you didn't leave a space, that's okay. We draw the head of the butterfly with a little teardrop, like upside down teardrop. Or if you want to turn it over to make it easier, draw a little teardrop coming from there. And if it's even easier, you can even put it sideways to draw your heart. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, you do the little teardrop, you do another teardrop right after that, and then you draw the third teardrop. And then you have the little body. So let me do it with the blue marker. One teardrop, a second teardrop, and then you do the last teardrop facing that last teardrop. Well, as you can see, it could be an 8. You could do an 8 right in the middle and draw the teardrop. Yeah. And to do the final touches, we draw the antennas. And the antennas could go any way you want. Now, butterflies normally don't have antennas on the bottom. Nobody notices them, but I always put the antennas on the bottom to add design and to add, a little flavor. But you could leave it off. I always put them on. I like everybody's enjoying themselves. And you color in the hearts, any color you want. They could be all different colors. And if you want to write words of affirmation, you're welcome to design the wings with words. Yes. So that was it, guys. Yes. Just remember, these are going to go inside with love. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not quite done with mine.
Oh, look at
We
that.
might need another couple minutes.
Yeah.
It looks like people are still drawing. We don't want to move on to the writing yet. Miki, do you have any sounds that you could play for us for just like a couple minutes of meditative drawing?
Sure.
And if you need a postcard and you didn't get one, you can go to that red pop-up tent back there and grab your own.
I wanted to say tonight to go pick up my dog.
towards the next step. Keep drawing, keep filling it in as long as you need.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm not gonna tell you what to do, Ric Scales. I'm gonna give you options for what you can do next if you're ready. Oh, we need your mic.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
We need it.
We got it.
We're
I
good?
think it's on now, yeah.
I love the thumbs up. We have a thumbs up. So, what we can do is on the other side, like I said, the message and the value and what it is that you all are creating is extremely, it's priceless. So, if you all want, we have created a Mad Lib prompt that y'all can fill in and write to the individuals that are on the inside. And so it would start out with "Dear amazing human being."
And if you're more of a visual person, the little slips of paper that are in your bucket, it's printed and distributed also. So you can look at it visually, but Niki's going to talk us through it right now.
Thank you. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun,
It's
dun.
in your bucket. that bucket of greatness and color. I love that. So, perfect. So it says, dear amazing human being, I just wanted to send you some love. And then there's blanks for you all to fill in. Ba, ba, and ba. Right now, I'm at the Old Globe Theater, and we're talking about restoration and blank, whatever resonated with you. I want you to know that you're being thought of in this space. NIKI Martinez, I won't say it, Laura. The artist on stage here is saying that what you're going through on the inside is a process that will lead you to become a beautiful butterfly. And this is just one sign of your freedom to come. I'm next. With great regard, and then if you don't mind signing your first name only. So the amazing part about I'm next is there was a long time, for a very long time, people that had a life sentence were not being found suitable and they were not being released from the institutions. When we started passing laws and legislation started changing out here for the state of California, it afforded people different opportunities to appear before the California State Board of Prison Hearings and provided opportunities to be released. And so I remember when we had started, I'm the co-founder of an amazing organization called Juvenile Offenders Committee, and it was created in regards to youth that were under the age of 18 at the time of their crime that was tried and sentenced excessively to a long life sentence or to die in prison. When we received information that one of our incarcerated youth at that time had went to board and she was found suitable by the California Board of Prison Hearings, we were in the gym and there was 130 of us in there deep. And she had came out of her hearing and said, I got found suitable, I'm going home. And all of us buckled. And so she kept saying, you're next, you're coming home. And she would tell so-and-so, you're coming home, you're coming home. And so by the end of it all, what we would do is we would be in that gym and we would be in there encouraging each other, saying, I'm next, I'm next, I'm next. And so that's just to provide a little bit of hope. And I don't know if you all know what life feels like without having hope in it, but there's a lot of individuals that are in there that do. And so just having I'm next on a postcard, you are sending in hope. Unbeknownst to you, that you are providing hope to a lot of people by filling this out. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your positive energy and the love that you're sending into our folks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, NIKI.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for giving this offering of what people can write. And I'm going to be excited once everybody finishes drawing also to see some of these butterflies. Artists, come back on up whenever you're done. But you do. I was ready to eat a dragonfly. I love it. I mean, is that what represents something you need a little of today?
It's supposed to be a butterfly, though. That's what it's supposed to be.
No worries, no worries. They won't know the wiser. They'll say, oh my God, somebody sent me a piece of toilet paper with something flying on it. They must love me.
Your song was better than mine.
So folks up here, could we show Ruben what we've made real quick? Look at our art, little postcards.
Yay, Ruben!
Something
Thank
we
you.
need
I
a
tried
little
to
of
follow
today.
that heart, but I
Little
didn't.
hope, little nature. Mickey's got a beautiful one. Valeria's got a beautiful one. Folks in the house, yeah. There we go. Look at those beautiful butterflies. I feel like this is prize-worthy, I will say.
Whoa.
okay.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes.
We got some artists in the house,
right?
All right. So please make sure to take the time before you head out today to finish writing on the other side. You don't need to put anything in the to section or the stamp section. We'll just collect them and take care of, and Sister Warriors Coalition will take care of the rest from there.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you so much, Ruben, for
Thank you,
teaching us to
Ruben.
draw butterflies and
Thank you.
share some hope and love.
Everybody get themselves a hand. That's some good ones out there.
So we're gonna start to move through the last few questions faster, because we've still got a couple questions we got to make it through. And
Yes.
we are not done.
I know.
So the next question is, what is it that you want to manifest in your world? And for this one, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do craft number 2.
Craft number 2, quickly.
Do you believe it? You know, when we were planning out what to do, and we knew that there was going to be butterfly imagery on stage and stuff, and there was a moment where we were like, could we do 2 butterfly crafts, or is that too much? And then I realized that was a very silly question to ask. There's no rules about how many butterfly crafts you can have. You can do as many as you want. So now we've got these butterfly cutouts in the little buckets, and there's more underneath that red pop-up tent if you need them. You want to take one and pass it down?
Yes.
So this one, we're not drawing this time, but...
So, as Laura posed the question, what is it that you want to manifest in your world today, right? Think about that. What's that empowering thing that you want to manifest in your world? What is it that you want in your world, in your life today? So it could be 1 word, it could be 2 words, however it is that you see fit. The amazing thing about this butterfly is that I'm going to take it with me. I'm going to take a piece of you all with me to our H.E.A.L event that's going to happen next Saturday, June 4th, for Youth Empowerment. It's honoring, empowering, advocacy, and leadership. We are going to be there with amazing community leaders. We are going to be, so Youth Empowerment is a nonprofit organization, as Laura was talking about earlier. I'm the chief operating officer there. I am also the case manager, and I work with our adult reentry population that are experiencing juvenile probation. And so what we are going to do is we are going to have the privilege and honor of creating a space, hosting a fundraiser so that we can honor and recognize the people that have believed in us and that have helped us, supported us as lived experience experts, and getting us to the point to where we have an amazing nonprofit organization able to contribute and provide mentorship. We are in the San Diego Unified School District working with our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. We are working with their parents. We are working with the youth. We are working with the adults, doing anything and everything in our power to instill hope, positivity, and love. And so with this butterfly, what we are going to do is I'm going to take it back to our event, and I'm going to put whatever words it is that you all put on there, and I'm going to put that up at our event. So I'm taking a piece of you all with us, as we would love for us to have the privilege of being able to manifest what it is that you call into your life today. So thank you.
All right, and we've got butterflies up here that we're also going to be writing what we want to manifest in our world on. So for this one, I think I'm actually going to move us, like we're going to write it, and then we'll maybe us up on stage, we're going to pass our butterflies over to Valeria to put in the top secret document. And when you finish your butterfly, if you could just make sure to give it to the folks at the youth empowerment table in the back, then it'll go on to the H.E.A.L event. But after, we're going to move on to the next question.
Yes.
Maybe we could get like one response from up here. What is it you want to manifest in your world?
I think I want to go. Mine is self-love and self-care.
Yes. Some self-love and self-care. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. We've got another question. And it's time for us to bring one of our favorite artists back on stage, because the next question is, it's a prompt. We ask you to call to mind the most precious person in the world to you, whoever that is. Call that person to mind. And now, what word or words would you use to describe them? So think about it. Call to mind a few adjectives. Because Ric Scales is coming back up this way. Please welcome him back on stage. You've got the mic. Eric, I think we're going to call on your beat in a minute.
I'm gonna just sit right here.
Yeah. This is very nice, very nice. So Rick, how does this game work?
People are gonna throw words out, and I'm gonna use them while I freestyle.
All right. So instead of little things on the cards, you can just call out your responses.
Yeah.
So Soroya, we might need your help to repeat words real quick if we can't hear them the first time. And Valeria, if anybody weighs in on the YouTube, we can call them out and up here.
Okay.
And can you clarify the butterfly?
Oh, yeah. So just to clarify, on the butterflies, we're writing what is it we want to manifest in our world. But we're moving a little bit fast right now, and we're coming on to this next prompt, which is what words would you use to describe the most precious person in the world to you? Rick, thank you for freestyling a beautiful song about this right now.
Oh, man. Hey, word up. Throw me some words out. Yo.
Collaborate.
Yo. Gotta get down with collaborators. My favorite person is super funny. And if they come around and collaborate with me on a freestyle, we might make some money.
Why?
Inspirational.
You know how it goes.
Inspirational.
We keep it super inspirational.
Wild.
You gotta stay on your toes. We get wild for the night when I came through with the flows, yo.
Gentle.
Ric Scales, the
Gentle.
name, I stay gentle. Freestyles my thing, do it simple. Keep it inside or you might implode. No, keep it outside or you might explode. And we move with love. We keep our hands up like the sky up above.
Graceful.
They can't pull up under the rug from up under us. I'm grateful for everything I got in my heart.
Wrong.
I don't know what you just said, but this freestyle is on the top of the head. We talking about the people we love.
Valuable gem.
Addicted to it just like a drug. They be a valuable gem. Her and him, me and my people is killing it. We in the wind with the peacemakers. I'm a beat breaker, earth shaker, doing turn to the earthquaker. What you say?
Kind.
Feeling righteous. Got a microphone and you know I might just make the lyrics rewind. Make sure everybody in my circle is kind. Feeling divine. Got a surplus of the words.
Creative.
Cause it's word up. And I've been creative. Ric Scales, Nike on the mic device. No need for debate.
Supportive.
Trying to be supportive. Please don't get it distorted.
Goofy.
Cause you know I get goofy. I be jumping on the mic. This stuff turned to a movie. While we chilling at the theater.
Smart.
Whatever rhymes with theater. When I jump on the mic, I be saying whatever they just said. I forgot.
Selfless.
I'm feeling selfish, but my people are selfless. And you know we never lay low.
San Diego.
And we rapping for San Diego. Trying to have fun. Yo, you know the vinyl weigh a ton, but right now we got Maserati on the guitar. We doing it and coming straight from the heart like that, y'all. What?
Positive.
Yep, we stay positive. Grab the microphone, give them all I got to give. Yo, cause that's exactly what the option is.
Genuine.
Yeah. And the brother stay genuine. And I never been a simpleton. I think this freestyle's about to end. So clap hands for me and all of my freaking friends. Word up. Be sure.
Give it up one more time for Ric Scales. And Bravo. All right, so that was a really easy one because we got to hear everybody's words that they would use already. Most precious. Is there anything from YouTube that we still need to catch up on?
Last one, resilient.
Amazing.
Oh, I bounce back because I'm resilient. Shining like a diamond, you know the scale's brilliant. Come on now.
Yes. Brilliant. That's the word. Yes.
Here we go. And the music is not stopping.
No, definitely. So, with that, Maserati-E is going to bless us with another performance. And as he does that, I want y'all to think about what's one of your lifetime goals. What's your lifetime goal? We're talking about manifestation. We're talking about ripping dreams out of the sky right now, folks. So what is your lifetime goal? And as y'all are thinking about that, Maserati-E is going to do a performance for us.
Absolutely.
Bless us with all this talent.
Absolutely. Before I get into this performance, I definitely want to elaborate on it just a little bit. My lifetime goal is to break the mold. Like I said earlier, it's a lot that we see consciously. We see this frequently. It goes on every day. And I'm referring to, again, like the systemic design of oppression, the effects of being system impacted, a whole bunch of things. And like what I was talking about with Same Page, you know what I mean? I feel like that's a perfect segue into breaking the mold. I said it earlier, it's actually part of this song. If we come together, we could change the world forever. And I truly believe that. And that is my lifetime goal. I feel like that is my purpose on this earth, is to play a part in breaking this mold that we see. I really feel like we have to deconstruct to reconstruct. So serious. I could talk y'all ear off forever with that. So with that, I'm going to get into this song. Hopefully y'all like it. This too is a call to action. I hope y'all moved by this enough to act upon it. so far from perfect, yeah, yeah. No lie, yeah, yeah. I know I am so far from perfect, but I know I can speak for more than one person when I say I am so tired of hurting. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Yeah, we can break the mold. No lie. Yeah, we can break the mold. We can break the mold. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Mentally constipated, on my mind but can't come out. Surrounded by cats, some real, some fake. Observing, wait and make them out. Who's who? Really ain't got a clue, man. Think it do a cool, man. Kicking it like Luke Kane till you see a few things. You see on 2 lanes like J. Cole 2 Chainz. Now it's time to change. You part of your crew, man. Don't do the big crew thing. That's the method, man. No Wu-Tang dudes too loose like shoes and no shoestrings. Try to listen, but they burn like butane when you introduce flames to the equation. Try not to give up on my people and be patient. But the reality of the situation, large part of the population can't save them. Hopefully they see the truth. The reason that I care so much, cause I've been through so much trying to spare the young from the things I done and thinking them and the seeing the guns and drugs in the slums. To where you from, to where I'm from, it's all the same thing, just in different ways. It's all the same pain, just a different place. Same conclusion, just a different pace. So I'm trying to break the mold, I'm trying to take control of the mind of the masses. I won't stop till the deaf can hear me loud and clearly, and the blind see it happen. And that's deeper than rapping, I speak out of passion, no lie, please feel me. We all victims of that Willie Lynch letter, but if we come together so much better we will be. I know I am so far from perfect, but I know I can speak for more than one person when I say I am so tired of hurting. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Yeah, we can break the mold. No lie. Yeah, we can break the mold. We can break the mold. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Product of my environment, at least that's what we're told. And you don't plan for retirement when you program to blow grounds and sell dope. To the day that you gone, bro, I swear it's so cold when you gotta call home a place where you grow, thinking hope was a joke, and everybody broke, thinking that's how it go for somebody like me. Just another young brother in the streets, just trying to see the beauty in the beast, cause the we can't eat, but we can't leave. But how can we stay free when they lock us in prison, when we've been in prison of blacks? When no equal opportunity, go for jobs where protection will come from a Glock. When will it stop? Some will say never, but you never know till you make that endeavor, no lie. Ties to the lies must be severed, so I try to get a world of perception so fly that you fly away to a higher place when you was told you couldn't reach it. Open your eyes today, if you're alive today, we can break the mold into pieces all around the globe. We can break the mold, it's in our control. You gotta let go, it's frivolous, whoa. Do better to show the youth something better instead of robbing them for their innocence. And that's deeper than rapping, I speak out of passion, no lie, please feel me. We all victims of that Willie Lynch letter, but if we come together so much better we will be. I know I am so far from perfect, but I know I can speak for more than one person when I say I am so tired of hurting. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Yeah, we can break the mold. No lie. Yeah, we can break the mold. We can break the mold. We could change the world forever if we come together. We can break the mold. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Bravo. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for being here.
So for what's one of your lifetime goals? Breaking the mold?
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's definitely a method to the madness. And I feel like one way that we can do that again, individually we play our part, but we all got voices, we all very powerful. I think that's one thing that we all do is, and we sleep on ourselves. We don't realize that we matter. We don't realize how powerful we actually are. We all got the power of influence, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's up to you how you choose to utilize your power, you know what I mean, for the people in your life. So I want to encourage y'all to be moved again to action. Understand that you have that influence. Take the time to talk to the people around you. You know what about the things that's going on in the world. Take the time to be an example. You know what I mean? By, again, playing your part, people might see that and follow suit at the end of the day. And know that you got a voice, even when people say you don't. I was in prison for 9 years where I was supposed to be silenced. And I was screaming from the rooftops until they heard me. If I can do that, every last one of y'all can do that for sure. Know that y'all powerful.
Amen.
Yep.
All right, and that is also our final question of the day. So if anybody would like to weigh in, this is your last chance to respond. What is one of your lifetime goals? Got one right there.
My lifetime goal is, I'm also a full-time student. My lifetime goal is just to further my education, be able to give back to my community, and just be more humble and loving, just to spread that positive energy of love.
Absolutely.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Thank you. Any responses up here? What's one of your lifetime goals?
All right. I guess just for sure, like being an example, you know, to my peers and my family, because a lot of us make music. As far as like my peers and stuff like that, who I'm surrounding myself around, and being just like an outlet for them to go to, or even like for me reaching out to, also is a goal of mine, because I'm by myself. I'm a solitary person, and so definitely getting out there more and being able to have people like receive what I'm trying to present too is definitely a lifetime goal of mine.
Love it. Thank you for sharing.
I want to share. One of my lifetime goals is to break a chain, such as just in general, like a habit that system has, just like schooling, like the textbooks. That's one of the big ones that I've seen. I don't know what I can do much. I'm not the most books savvy person, right? But if there's anything I can do to like change kind of the learning system, is, I don't know, I want to change that. That's something that's one of my life goals. Yeah, appreciate it.
One of my lifetime goals, I'm like Nikki, right? I had no opportunity. I'm from the old school, so when I went to board, there was no way, no how that they even wanted to consider me for parole. And as I speak to you guys, I still had another 15 years to do. So this is a miracle in itself. When I was inside, I was denied from board another 3 years because I did what I loved, which was draw, and they felt that I had a criminal mindset because I was drawing and selling my drawings. So they said, "What do you want to do?" They said, "Come back in 3 years and tell us why you still have criminal thinking." So with one of my mentors, Ms. Brahman Curie, she went in there and she saw the walls and she said, these walls need colors. So I sketched out parts of Balboa Park inside the prison, and I was sketching the fountain that's in the middle. And when I was doing that, I was like, man, one of these days, you know, I always wanted to be in Balboa Park. And when I lost my keys and I was running around trying to look for them, and I looked at that fountain, and I was like, man, I manifested that, man. I'm in front of it now. You know? I reached my goal. You know? I reached my goal. Yes. And you know, now it's like being a good neighbor, showing what I have, and sharing it with everybody out here, man. So, you know, so thank you for listening. Just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And can we get one more round of applause for you all for your participation this whole time?
Yes.
Give yourself a hand.
We've got postcards that are going to make it back to the youth empowerment table. We've got the cutout butterflies that are going to be at the fundraiser next week.
Yes.
And we've got a whole lot of words and responses and sounds and songs and reflections that have been feeding into this theme of restoration that now, Nikki, it's time.
The pressure is real and it's live and it's happening.
Are you good? Are you ready to go? Do you need a minute?
I don't know. No, I'm good.
All right, all right.
Yeah, I got, wait, yes, I'm good.
So in case you weren't here for the whole journey, what's about to happen is the performance of a poem that was founded by you, Nikki, but that was in collaboration with everybody who's here, everybody who's on stage, everybody who's in the YouTube live stream chat. and all of our friends right here. So thank you so much for contributing to that. You want to kick us off, Miki?
Yeah, come on up. Now presenting an original work of poetry founded by NIKI Martinez in collaboration with Jazzy, Maserati-E, Ruben Radillo, Raul Ledezma, the people of the plaza, and the people on the YouTube, convening on Saturday, May 28th at 4 p.m. Take it away, Nikki.
I will. So again, I just want to thank everybody for your contribution. Thank you for being so respectful and so regarding in this space. So, are you ready for this journey? It is set out to speak to the beat of every heart. So please take your seat or stand to your feet. However it is that you choose to receive, it is totally fine by me. Let us take a breath. Let us inhale peace as I share with you a message that is about to hit deep. Inhale. From the depths of my soul that burns, that creates the cold, that burns the heat, and as I sat in the belly of that concrete beast, fight, fight, fight as I strive to survive, trapped and confined for those 25. Yes, years to the state, despaired in my direction, had to yield to their tainted definition of Department of Corrections, enslaved and bound, only hoping to be found, being led by an unaddressed desires, mentally tangled to function for survival. Them internal fuels, we all know what they are. Love, respect it for others, giving back to the community, freedom, contributing to society, helping others, music, fear, shame, and pain. They make the decisions that reveal our character. No one else is to blame. It is due to that trauma. Yes, that's its true name. What will remain and how must one sustain? What are the prices that we pay for the loss and the gain? For me, it was much at the expense of all. There was no rewind. There were no more tries. I had to sit down and reflect and come to terms with my own eyes, battling with the truth that was igniting inside, fighting within, facing these lies that was created by my own demise. All the while, I was confined to a pit, insecurities, low self-esteem, system oppression, overthinking. A steel cell that was created to deplete the minds of the great. Yes, it was made to set out and make us unwell. Feeling as if I was held, what's the word? Captive. It was designed to rip the hearts of the loving, block the breath of the living. So I had to figure out for myself what I had taken and what I was giving. Let us take a breath. Let us inhale peace, patience, joy, and a big hug. For we have the ability to grow and find value in the things that we now know. It is here that I grew, let loose to the new, became open for the realness, and I knew what I could do. Stand in that truth, grab hold of that light. Restoration and healing was soon in clear sight. The process was instrumental and forgiveness was key. That process, I knew I had to become better for you, and for me. And that is the only reason why I am free. We live in this world with so much to do, but what is your message? What is your internal fuel? Let us call out gratitude, success, and healing for our hearts, self-love, self-care, peace for our minds. Let us claim what we desire and continue to shine. We are invaluable, priceless, inspirational, energetic, strange, selfless, positive, kind, courageous, creative, brave, smart, resilient gems from the top of our toes all the way down to our soul deep within. Yes, you, from the tops of your head to the very skin you are in. We are set out, what? To break that mold. Perform on Broadway, give back to the community, spread the positive energy, pursue my education, being an example, breaking those chains of habit and changing the learning system, sharing. Yes, we are destined and we will win. We must move in kindness, be grateful for what we have and for where we have been. We all have a journey. We have all been restored. Let that sink in. Let us take a breath for the love that we have, for the love that we knew. Let this love be a reflection of your heartbeat in everything that you do. Blessings and peace to all that have come. And I want all of you all know that you are a gift to this world. And this is in honor of John and Deanna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you to Maserati-E for giving me an amazing, amazing, amazing underscore. Thank you, bro.
Thank you for dropping the jewels on me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Nikki, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For sharing your poem and for giving us the opportunity to participate in it through sounds.
Yes.
Through music, through our words, and for opportunities to also connect with our community through these postcards and through these butterflies. What was it like to share that poem with new words in it that you've never had in this poem before in front of people?
So the amazing part of it is it was always in the back of my mind because I am about community. I am about bringing it together. And it was just, I thank you guys for so much for your contribution because it is about feeling connected. And no matter what words would have been thrown out, it would have just made us feel that much more connected. So you all made it beautiful. So thank you so much.
I have an audience member who's moved, who wants to say something.
Hello, everyone. This is so beautiful. I'm a local heart surgeon and a cosmetic surgeon. I have reached my personal goals in life, but I haven't reached my hopes for life. The hopes for life is for us to all love each other without judgments of the color of our skin or our political views. That's my message.
Thank you.
Are there any responses that any of you would like to say about the whole experience that you've just been through, kind of stepping on stage and going on this journey with us?
Definitely. This experience has been amazing. First and foremost, I'm a firm believer that presence is priceless. So for all of y'all to come here and be present in this moment and give us your time, your effort, your energy like that, that is priceless. So I definitely want to make sure I take the time to thank all of y'all. I definitely want to thank Lord, thank Nikki for having me here. My other people up here, like, so serious. Like, this is a beautiful event. This is what it's about. This is how we break the mold. This is how we do that. Coming together as a community, putting everything else to the side and just coming together with positive vibes. Like, this is a beautiful display of how we can see a better tomorrow. So this whole experience has been amazing. It definitely impacted me. I hope and pray y'all impacted too. But this has just been incredible. It's been an incredible experience.
Entirely, I would agree. Thank you guys for having me. I was definitely nervous, you know what I mean, coming out here and presenting, you know, in general, just sitting on the stage because I didn't know what I was going to be prepared for or what was going to happen. But, you know, just winging it and being here and you guys accepted me, it's been great, you know. It's an honor, definitely. I love you guys. My supporters, my support systems and everybody. Nikki and Miki is lit. All right, you know, but yeah, thank you for real. It's definitely an eye-opening experience because this is not my first or last time. Well, it is my first, but it's not going to be my last time, you know, like performing for sure. But it was definitely groundbreaking for sure. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what I feel that experience with you, man.
Thanks, bro.
Sweet.
It was definitely an honor and a privilege to perform up here with all these great individuals, and I didn't know these. I didn't know any of these before I came here, but I just feel like a family, you know. And like I said, it's an honor and a privilege because now I'm part of the community. I'm part, and I'm giving back to with my words, with my feelings, and I appreciate all you guys coming out here and support. Thank you so very much.
So let me just real quick shout out all the amazing people again who have made this happen. We've got the artists on stage. We've got our co-host NIKI MARTINEZ. We've got Valeria Vega, Miki Vale, Soroya Rowley, who has been getting their steps in today.
Yes.
Big shout out to our maintenance department who set up the whole stage.
Yes.
Shout out.
And the the props department.
Props
setting it all
department,
up.
yes, that was patient with me.
Thanks to the folks working at the pub who gave us those drink tickets.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you all again so much for coming. And you folks on the live stream, we've got an extra applause from you to Hill Creative Technology.
Yes.
Who's been live streaming the whole thing and running sound for us.
Yes.
So that's all the people I need to thank, Nikki. I think we're ready to close out.
Yes, we are. And it has been an amazing, phenomenal experience. Like I said, y'all are so amazing. You shut down the bells. We had no interruptions today.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, thank you all so much.
Ric
Again,
Scales.
just one shout out to Youth Empowerment. Please, by all means, scan the code. Be a part of our event next week. We would love to have y'all there. If you want to make a donation, it's a nonprofit organization, 501c3, that helps the communities in the San Diego Unified School District, also in the reentry population for our reentry folks. And thank you for the postcards. I cannot wait to give them to our ladies and our people on the inside at Central California Women's Facility in Chowchilla, California. They are going to be absolutely in love with the thought and the generosity of you all taking the time to send something into them. So thank you.
Thank you. And thank you one more time to Ric Scales. Also, I want to make sure we shout him out.
Yes, Rick! The number one.
All right, everybody, have an amazing rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Be safe. Give us those postcards.
Yes. Do something amazing for yourself because you are amazing human beings.
All right. See you next August with Valeria Vega as the co-host.
Yes. Woo! Royalty, baby.